But yes, the main reason we are coming here is because there is a dinosaur called Sue. She's a T-Rex.
She is the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever discovered in the whole world. And we're gonna go get to see her in real life right now. All right, this is the reason we're here, is the Griffin Halls of Evolving Planet. It's time for the main event. Sue the T-Rex is in this room.
Hey everyone, we are Dana and Mike. After living life on the road in our RV and exploring countless beautiful locations in North America and Europe, we came home, bought a van, and converted it into our very own tiny home on wheels. Now, we are back on the road once again with our 3 dogs and searching for adventure. Join us every Sunday for new videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome yet again to another episode of Let's Just Go Travel. If you watched last episode, I know we said that we were on our way to northeastern Canada.
And we still are.
Yes, but psych, we have not actually started doing that yet.
We did a bit more research and realized we might be a bit too early.
So we are still here in the States. We're actually in Chicago right now. We're gonna be hanging around this area for the next few days or so. A lot of this is to wait out the cold up north, but at the same time we realized that there is some stuff here that we do want to check out,
because we don't know if we'll be here again.
And like we're already here anyway, so like why just drive through when there's, you know, potentially cool stuff to see. So yeah, join us as we continue our adventures here in the States for one more episode. At the end of last episode, you saw that we went to like a couple of really cool dinosaur museums, and here in Chicago there's actually one super famous museum that we decided that we want to go check out. That's what we're going to do today, because it's one of the world's most renowned places to see dinosaur fossils. So that's what we're going to do.
One specific fossil.
Yeah, it's one very specific fossil, which we'll explain once we get there. But yeah, it is quite cold here. We are at this campsite called Bullfrog Lake, about an hour outside of downtown Chicago.
Only an hour because of traffic. Yeah,
but it's not bad. It's got a pretty cool view. It's got this cool lake, and it is pretty cold here. You know, I know we're waiting out the cold up north, but it is also pretty cold here, basically at freezing levels. But we're gonna get moving today. We're gonna go into downtown Chicago, and we'll show you guys what we got going on. So let's go. Alrighty, let's get going.
I don't have very many areas to sit because we've got free wood at this campsite.
Yeah, we got this bundle of firewood. We didn't end up using it last night, but we're gonna hang on to it. Maybe at the next campsite we'll use it. But free wood is always good.
Just so you guys aren't like weirded out by my teeth, I'm gonna be wearing my little teeth guard thing. I have had a lot of jaw pain over the last year, so if my teeth look extremely fake, that's why. Yeah, that guy's in there, so just so you're aware, don't judge me.
So our plan today is to go to Field Museum. It's a big museum here in Chicago. I think it's attached to like one of their universities or something like that. So yeah, we're pretty excited to see what this place has to offer. Apparently has some really cool dinosaur fossils. If you guys saw our previous episodes where we went to those other museums, we basically just left the dogs in the van while we went and checked them out.
Because we were right there.
Yeah, just because like the parking lots were at the museums and they were really easy to walk to and from. That's not really the case here, just because it's going to be basically downtown, and I'm sure it gets really, really busy. So just to be prepared for that, we booked the dogs in for daycare at a PetSmart, which is where we're going to go first to drop them off.
We've never done this before, to be honest. We've done boarding, but we've never really done daycare, and especially not at PetSmart. This is brand new to us.
So hopefully it all goes good. But they're only going to be there for a few hours. So, but this will actually take a little bit of the stress off of us whenever we leave the dogs in the van while we go and do stuff. It's always in the back of my mind, so it'll be nice to not have to think about that. Maybe we can go and check out some food or some other things in Chicago while we have the time. So let's do it. Well, it's been a while since we've hit rush hour traffic in any of our travels, so that's great. All right, we're in the crazy streets of downtown Chicago. Time to drop off the dogs. Okay, so we dropped off the dogs. Pretty good experience so far. Like, they all seem super nice there. It's always kind of nerve-wracking leaving your dogs with essentially complete strangers for the first time. But they seem really good there. And yeah, now we are off to the museum and hopefully we can find parking there too. Parking has been a bit of a thing. Like, we had to park at this random Walgreens parking lot across from the PetSmart here. And yeah, it would be really terrible to park somewhere where you're not supposed to and get towed and all this stuff. So, but so far so good. Now we're gonna go to the museum.
The van is so empty without our little fur babies.
It's okay. Getting a little break from them is kind of nice sometimes too.
It's always hard right at the beginning. And then after like 15-20 minutes, I'm like totally fine.
Yeah.
And I don't even think about them anymore.
Yeah, because like this gives us a chance to like go to a sit-down restaurant and like enjoy ourselves.
We got till 3 p.m.
Yeah,
it's,
so
what is it, 10 now?
It's 10. So
10 till 3.
Yeah, solid 5 hours without them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Be safe, Van.
All right, so one of the main reasons why we are coming to this museum, obviously because there's dinosaurs. I'm sorry if you guys are sick of them already, but we're calling this Dinosaur Month because it's my birthday month and I like dinosaurs. So if you don't like it, skip over this section. But yes, the main reason we are coming here is because there is a dinosaur called Sue. She's a T-Rex, and she lives here now. So we're gonna come see her real skeleton.
We saw her cast skeleton at the Museum of the Rockies last episode. It was cool and all, and there were other real dinosaur fossils there, but here is where Sue actually lives, her real skeleton. And she, if you don't know, she is the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever discovered in the whole world. And we're gonna go get to see her in real life right now. And here is Lake Michigan. Yeah, you can see why I thought it was an ocean at first, even though we're nowhere near the ocean.
This is the only lake out of the Great Lakes that is all to the US.
Yeah.
All the other lakes
They
are split in half between Canada and the US.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The water's so blue.
Yeah, right?
And it's the famous Chicago skyline. Apparently this is one of the most iconic skylines in the whole world. Oh, there's a Ferris wheel. I don't know if you want to ride that right now. It's freezing.
We opted for no jackets because who wants to carry a giant jacket around a museum for a couple hours?
It is freezing outside. We got our gloves on. It is, I don't know, probably 0 degrees. It's snowing. You can't really see on camera, but it's like very lightly snowing. So yeah.
We're trying to book it. Yeah. Book it, book it, book it. One other thing to note, because we forgot to at the parking lot, is you cannot, if you're driving an RV, you cannot park right beside the museum.
Yeah.
There's a sign. So you have to park at the what?
The marina parking.
The marina parking is huge.
Yeah.
So there's lots of space.
Expensive though. That's, I don't know, when you're parking in a big city, parking is expensive. It's like $30 to park there. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So it's about a 5 to 10 minute walk depending on how slow you are. But yeah, we're booking it. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
You can get a map.
Oh yeah, a map would be nice.
Unless this is a map.
Oh yeah, that's a map. We came in from the east entrance, which is here. So we're here right now.
Oh yeah, the gorilla.
The Field Museum's collection, nearly 40 million objects and specimens.
Wow. Welcome to ancient Egypt.
We're gonna work our way to the dinosaur stuff.
I mean, we spent so much money to come
Yeah,
in here,
it was
but-
not cheap to come to
Plus,
this
I do
museum.
like Egypt stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool to see the pyramid one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the scarabs from the Mummy movie. Yeah, you guys seen that movie, right?
Field Museum in Chicago is absolutely full of things to explore. They had tons of different exhibits ranging from a huge amount of wildlife, sea creatures, human evolution, and even meteorites and space rocks.
Alright, this is the reason we're here, is the Griffin Halls of Evolving Planet. This is where Sue the T-Rex will be.
The amount of cool things to see in this section of the museum was staggering. It basically took us on this crazy journey through time, all the way back over 4 billion years ago. We got to see the growth and evolution of the Earth through all the different ages and get a glimpse of all the types of life that existed in each age. Did you know the Earth has been through 6 different mass extinction events? It happened in various ways, such as global warming, global cooling, moving continents that killed off the sea life, and the famous asteroid that took out all the dinosaurs. The Earth sure has been through a lot.
Getting into the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. This is where a lot of the dinosaurs that we know of existed.
This is where I came.
Yeah, here we go. Holy cow.
Like a circle?
Yeah, let's go from this way through. This little mini skull.
Look how
Camera
the
can't even
difference
focus
is,
on it, it's so tiny.
the difference in size.
Whoa.
Once we finally got to the dinosaur section, we understood why this museum is so renowned for their fossil collection. There was a huge number of different dinosaurs in this area, and most of them were made up of primarily real bones. A lot of the time when you see dinosaur exhibits, the skeletons are typically casts or replicas. So it's crazy to see some of the real intact fossils that scientists have uncovered.
It's time for the main event. Sue the T-Rex is in this room. This commemorates the discovery of Sue. Well, that's already amazing right there. Look at that skull. Holy cow. This is the real skull of Sue the T-Rex. Let's check it out. Wow. Look at this thing. Time to see Sue in all her glory. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, so when we were at the Museum of the Rockies in Montana, it was a cast, but this is the real deal. The most complete T-Rex skeleton ever discovered. See the little parts of her ribs that were broken, all these little sections. She must have been injured in some terrible fight. Wow. So this is literally how complete Sue is. Like 90%.
That's
complete.
more than the other one.
Yeah, heck yeah. So we got her skull, which we saw in the other room, and really the only reconstructed parts are the parts that are not yellow. And like most of this is yellow. It's crazy. I don't know why this fossil's hidden differently than the other ones we've seen. This is just so cool.
All right, so we are done with the museum.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was really cool. I really like this one. There's a lot more things to see at this one.
There's so many different exhibits. Like you could, if you're really like a history buff of all these different cultures and things, you could spend all freaking day there.
Pretty much evolution galore. But yeah, so we were done here.
Yeah.
There was a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you come to Chicago to try is the Chicago style hot dog. So we quickly grabbed one here because it's simple, easy. We're probably not gonna have the greatest time parking the van everywhere.
Yeah.
So I figured this is here, we might as well try it.
Yeah,
And it's one of two things that I want to try.
Right, so we're gonna try this hot dog once we go back to the van, and we're also gonna find a deep dish pizza because that's what Chicago's known for. It'd be interesting trying to find a place to let us park for a restaurant, but hopefully we can find something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is freezing out, but that was an amazing experience.
Yeah,
Like,
we like literally got to see the most complete dinosaur.
yeah, that's like one of the rarest things that I can even imagine is just like almost complete dinosaur fossil.
And we literally thought that the other dinosaur at the Bozeman one was really cool, and that was like 60%.
Yeah.
This is 90.
90% complete dinosaur, like crazy.
And I was telling Mike that like it must be insane to have been Sue, the actual woman who found this dinosaur.
Yeah, it was named after her.
He was named after her. But it must have been like crazy, like mind-blowing. It's like, oh yeah, that's a T-Rex in the ground. I just dug that up. Yeah, I don't know. Just thought that would be insane if you were her, you know?
Back in the van, nice to be somewhere warm again. And yeah, now we're gonna check out this hot dog.
Okay, so I took a little video of what it is included in our hot dog. But this is it.
That's a big pickle.
Yeah, it's a little soggy. It's probably been sitting there for a little while. Might not be the perfect hot dog, but let's try. I really don't know if I want this, so I'm gonna just leave it back a little. But there's pickle, tomato, mustard, relish, and hot dog. Oh, and onion.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. All right, Chicago. I think you sold me on the pickle. I am a pickle gal.
Yeah, I don't even like pickles, and that pickle in that hot dog was actually awesome.
And the relish was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go find a deep dish pizza.
Yeah, that's next. First, put on the magnet.
Oh, we have so many. Not enough room.
Nice.
Voila!
This is the other dinosaur magnet. We got a dinosaur national monument. Looking good. Okay, so we're near a pizza place.
Yeah,
it's really hard to find parking. So we're just going for the closest one that we can find. You kind of like create your own, I guess. Because you get to choose all of your different toppings. Here's the pizza.
It's so big. We just gonna eat it here. But I guess it's kind of. I was expecting like bigger.
Looks pretty big.
Also, no, I was expecting it to be like a full-on dish. It just looks like a thin crust pizza. All right.
So before we eat, we're gonna go and get the puppies because I'm sure they are dying.
They're missing us.
Let's go do that.
So hard to get them out of
Awesome, thank you. Puppies.
Were you good?
Righty, we are back in the van. Puppies are all happy, and we just totally realized
We
that
picked
this,
up Derek's pizza.
yeah, this is not even our pizza. And then we got someone named Derek's Pizza, which is totally not even. That's why we were looking at it like that doesn't look like deep
I was
dish.
like, deep dish looks so different than
Yeah,
this.
this is actually a large, thin crust pizza.
So we called them.
Yeah, and they said come and get your real pizza and keep this one. So we get 2 pizzas. Okay. 2 pizzas now.
2 pizzas. So
Yeah.
again, this was the OG that we got, and
Yeah.
we thought that's not what a deep dish pizza is supposed to look like.
And then, yeah.
That's what we wanted.
That's
They're
hilarious.
so different.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have a quick bite of this one
Yeah.
and eat that one once we get to our next spot.
Yeah. That's hilarious. We got a free pizza.
Oh my god.
All right, we both had a quick bite of Derek's pizza.
And it was really
It was
good.
pretty good.
Good choice, Derek.
Yeah. But we're gonna save the deep dish pizza for when we actually get to our campsite, which is where we're going now. About an hour away. We're heading to Indiana Dunes National Park. And yeah, we're done with the city.
Yeah.
We're not city people, like you guys know.
We're not going to go see the bean.
What's the bean?
It's that mirrored thing. It's that big mirrored art piece.
Oh, right. I've seen it on the internet.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go see it. Here's a picture of it. Cool. We are leaving the city because that's the way we like it.
Yeah.
See you guys at the campsite. Welcome everybody. We actually went to the Indiana Dunes State Park and not the National Park. They're like right next to each other, but yeah, we just did some Googling while we were here, and apparently the state park is, I don't know, it has like the dunes like right here, and the beach is a lot closer to the campgrounds.
Yeah,
Just
the
things like that.
campground at the national park was on the other side of the like road and railway.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like drive a little bit further, whereas I think we can just walk.
Yeah, we can walk to the beach from our campground here and see the dunes and stuff like that. Plus it was a little bit cheaper, and there's electrical hookups and stuff like that too. So we are at the state park instead, and that was a heck of a long day. We're exhausted, but now we're gonna try this deep dish pizza finally that we got for free.
I've been getting hangry.
Yeah, I'm super hungry, so let's eat.
Oh, no, we didn't get that one for free. We
All
paid
right.
for that one. We got this guy for free.
That's true. We got the other pizza for free. All right, finally.
Little puffy. Kenzie, not for you.
You don't get any.
Up.
Oh.
That's a deep dish pizza.
How do you even eat this?
I honestly don't know. So, it looks like lasagna. I'm gonna be honest.
Pick up a slice. Can you even pick up a slice of this? Whoa, that is massive and gigantic.
Yeah.
Wow. Like one slice of this will fill you up, I bet.
I know. I was telling Mike that we're gonna have pizza for like a whole month.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need to freeze some of them. Can you freeze pizza?
Yeah, is it good?
It tastes like spaghetti sauce.
What?
That's what I meant. Like it literally tastes like lasagna. Okay, I'm struggling to finish this single piece that I've had. I don't even know how Mike has managed to have 2 slices. But holy crap, is this really filling?
The cheese is so thick and rich that like you can't eat too much of this. Like I don't understand how anyone could eat like an entire pizza of this.
Well, they must not. They must share it. It must
Sure.
be just a
big family
big
ordeal.
family ordeal or like a special occasion.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna chill at this campsite for a couple nights. We paid for 2 nights because, well, we're just done with driving.
Yeah.
And
Like,
Mike needs
since-
to edit.
Since last episode and this episode, we've basically driven
Like
for
30 hours.
yeah, like an insane amount of driving every day. We are over driving. Right, hello.
Good morning.
It's been a couple days. Yesterday we basically just spent the entire day in the van, hanging out, doing nothing.
Well, actually, that's a lie. We both worked.
Yeah, we got some work done, but it was actually really nice just to have a chill day in the van because, like we said, all we've been doing is driving non-stop for the last like week almost. So yeah, nice to have a bit of a reset. But today we're checking out of the campsite today. But before we do, like the checkout time is actually really late. It's like 2 p.m., which is actually super nice.
You can check in at 2 and you can check out at 2, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
It's still the morning, and we're gonna go and check out the dunes here at Indiana Dunes State Park.
And the lake.
Oh yeah, in the lake. Yeah, there's a beach nearby and all this stuff. So we're gonna go see that before we leave. Cause yeah, why come all the way here if we're not gonna see the dunes, right? Yeah, it's pretty cold. It's still definitely winter feeling here in Indiana. But hopefully it warms up soon.
There's actually surprisingly a lot of people camping this weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
It's April.
Yeah,
It just mind boggles me that this many people are camping.
yeah. No, the campground is like more than half full, I want to say. So, but yeah, let's go check out these dunes. All right, at the laundromat, we have lots to do today. Gotta do all the bedding and sheets and stuff. It's one of those big load days.
Yeah, we're finding that we're doing laundry like once a week.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. While the laundry's going, we're gonna have some food, and as you remember from the other day, we have infinity frozen pizzas now.
But we also have an actual frozen pizza.
Yeah, that we like bought. So it's a lot of pizza.
We're gonna have a pizza a day.
All right, good old Walmart. We are done all the chores.
Yep.
Once again. And we are headed now to New York. What is it, like GPS says like 7 hours or so, 7.5 hours. Our plan in New York is to do a couple of hikes and also go see the Museum of Natural History there. I think that's like one of the biggest museums in the whole country. So
is it?
I'm pretty sure it's like a big deal one, I'm pretty sure. So that's our plan for the next couple of days. So join us for that. But yeah, today is big drive day. Let's get into it. Okay, so might be change of plans here.
Because everything is so expensive.
Well, okay, so we looked up sort of like the area around the Museum of Natural History in New York, and obviously that's in like downtown New York City. And like taking an RV into downtown New York City is probably crazy.
We knew it was crazy. It was more just like, we thought it could be maybe a similar experience to what we did in Chicago.
Yeah, like that worked fine. There was like a big parking lot, like walking distance.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like that as far as I can tell on Google Maps in New York City. There is an RV park about half an hour away in Brooklyn, but then we'd have to pay for an RV park, which is crazy expensive. It'd be like over $100 a night. Plus we'd have to Uber into the city to, you know, go to the museum and then kennel the dogs, buy museum tickets. It'd probably be like $400 just to make that all happen. So we're trying to decide.
Well, I think we've already decided that's not worth the money.
It's probably not worth the money.
We've seen enough dinosaur museums, I think, at this point that was just kind of gonna be like a bonus. And like if it had worked out to be similar to the Chicago experience, I think it wouldn't have been so bad. But
it doesn't really look like that's going to be the case. Like New York, I've never been to New York City. I only have seen it in television shows. Seems crazy to try to drive a big ass van through it to try to make this happen. So plans change. That's just part of RV life. That's part of van life. And
we might just cross into Canada today.
We might just go back to Canada today.
It's only a 3 hour and 20-minute drive.
Yeah, because the plan was to drive towards New York, hit up a bunch of hikes along the way. But if there's no reason to head in that direction anymore,
might as well just cross back into
Canada.
Bother?
Yeah.
Chill out in Toronto area.
Yeah, somewhere cheaper than the States because, you know, it'll just, our money goes farther in our own home country. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
All right, well, I'm gonna start driving towards the border.
Yeah.
You're gonna maybe find us a campground because there's not gonna be any free camping in the Toronto area.
Yeah.
We're not street campers. We're very not stealth at all.
No,
so
we gotta at least do a Walmart tonight or figure out an actual campground. So we're gonna figure that out. Sorry to cut this short, this last leg here in the United States. But yeah, we're going to head back into Canada. We'll tell you guys what we're gonna get up to once I do a little bit of research.
All right, everyone, we have officially made it back to our home country of Canada.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to Canada. We are pretty happy to be back in our home country.
We finally feel like we belong.
Yeah. Even though this is not our home province, we are basically on the other side of the country compared to where we live. But it's still cool. So we are here right now in Windsor, Ontario, and yeah, it's already late in the day and we're pretty tired. We are just gonna find like a rest stop to sleep for tonight. But before we do that, we drove past a restaurant that I've always seen like Instagram reels about, which is funny. It's this shawarma place called Shelby's, and like they have like the most hilarious Instagram reel videos for their advertising, and I've always wanted to try it. So we're gonna pop over there and hopefully get some good shawarma. We don't eat shawarma all that much, but I do enjoy it the times that I do eat it. And yeah, we'll show you guys in a second.
Yeah, so I was just telling Mike, because he wasn't sure. He's like, oh, we don't have to, or whatever. It's not a big deal. And I was like, dude, we have done so much for me over the last month, so we should be doing stuff for Mike as well. You know, the whole happy wife, happy life thing is true, but you know, the man's gotta be happy too. But yeah, the shawarma place is just down the road here, and let's see, I've never had any before.
We got the order. I'm super excited about this place. We got it. I can't wait to try this.
We got the goods.
Alright, finally we get to try this food.
And you can be the first one.
This is yours. And I got
No
beef
pickle.
and lamb.
Beef and lamb?
Yeah, I got different meats. And some bread. Wow, look at that.
Looks like a pile of mush.
A pile of mush. That's delicious.
Yeah?
Awesome. Worth it. Alright everybody, so I think we are going to call it for this video here. Our plans completely changed, you know. We didn't end up going to New York and all this stuff. But it's okay, because that's van life sometimes, and things change and you roll with it. But yeah, now that we are back in Canada, we are going to continue waiting out the cold up north, because our plan was to go up north here. But it's still early in April. It's still too snowy there, so we're just gonna be kind of hanging out for a bit here in Ontario. Maybe Quebec, we don't really know yet. Probably start filming again once things get a little bit more interesting, but we're probably not gonna do anything crazy over the next week or so. And we will see you guys again once we are heading up north to more interesting things. But for now, thanks for following along. My name is Mike.
I'm Dana.
Let's just go travel, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure.
Woot woot!